The road stretched ahead, dark and empty. The headlights cut through the thick night air, but the darkness seemed alive, pressing in from all sides. The hum of the tires was the only sound, steady and unchanging. But something was wrong. The night felt heavier, the silence too deep. Something was watching. A man drove alone, his hands gripping the steering wheel tightly. The clock on the dashboard blinked, 2:47 a.m. The world outside was still, no houses, no streetlights, just miles of open road. His gas tank was half full, enough to get him home. But home felt far away, too far. He checked his rearview mirror. Nothing but darkness. Then a shadow moved, not on the road, not outside, inside. A flicker in the corner of his eye, in the back seat. His breath caught in his throat. He turned his head, quickly. Empty. Just the leather seats, just his jacket lying on the side. Maybe his mind was playing tricks on him. Maybe it was just exhaustion. But then the air changed. The smell. A strange, wet, rotten smell filled the car. Like old wood, like something decayed. It was faint but growing stronger. His stomach twisted. Then a whisper. A soft, breathy whisper. Not words. Just sound. A presence. He slammed on the brakes. The car screeched to a stop in the middle of the empty road. His heart pounded so hard he could hear it in his ears. He spun around, eyes scanning every inch of the back seat. Nothing. But the smell was stronger now. He forced a laugh, trying to shake off the fear. Just his imagination. That's all. But then, something breathed, loud, right behind his ear. His body went cold. The car's engine sputtered. The headlights flickered. And then, the radio turned on by itself. Static. Loud. Then a voice. A woman. Soft. Crying. He couldn't move. Couldn't think. Just listened. Don't stop, she whispered. Keep driving. His hands trembled as he reached for the gear. His foot slammed on the pedal. The tires screeched and the car shot forward. His eyes stayed locked on the road, not daring to look back. The smell was fading. The static grew weaker. And then, just as suddenly as it started, silence. The radio shut off. The air cleared. But in the rearview mirror, for just a second, a woman sat in the back seat, her face pale, her eyes hollow. And then she was gone. But the whisper stayed with him. Keep driving. His foot pressed harder on the gas. The car sped down the empty highway, the lines on the road blurring together. His breathing was shallow, his heart hammering in his chest. She was there. He saw her. For just a second. A pale face. Dark, hollow eyes. A ghost? A hallucination? He didn't know. But the whisper. Keep driving. The words echoed in his mind, crawling under his skin. He checked the rearview mirror again. Empty. But the fear didn't fade. The road stretched ahead, long and endless. No signs. No exits. Just darkness pressing in on all sides. His fingers were stiff against the steering wheel. He didn't dare stop. Then, a light. A pair of headlights in the distance. A car. Relief flooded through him. He wasn't alone. He kept his eyes on the road, watching as the other vehicle approached. A large truck. Maybe a transport truck. Big. Slow-moving. But something was off. The truck's lights flickered. The way it moved, too smooth, too silent. It wasn't making any noise. No hum of an engine, no sound of tires against the pavement. Just lights. Getting closer. Too close. The truck swerved. He yanked the wheel, his car, veering to the side, nearly skidding off the road. His heart lurched. The truck passed, missing him by inches. But as it did, no driver. The windshield was empty. No one behind the wheel. Just a dark, hollow space. Then, in the blink of an eye, gone. No taillights. No fading engine sound. The road behind him was empty again. His hands shook. His knuckles turned white against the wheel. This wasn't exhaustion. This wasn't a trick of the mind. Something was wrong. He glanced at the dashboard. 2:47 a.m. His stomach dropped. That wasn't possible. He had been driving for at least 15 minutes since he last looked at the clock. But the time hadn't changed. The numbers still blinked, unmoving. A cold wave of dread washed over him. The road stretched on. No signs, no markers, just endless darkness. Then, a figure, standing on the side of the road. He barely had time to react. His headlights caught a glimpse a woman in a white dress, long, tangled hair covering her face, standing motionless, too late to stop. He braced for impact, but as his car passed, she disappeared. No sound, no thump, just gone. He hit the brakes, skidding to a stop. His breathing was ragged, his pulse racing. He turned, looking back. Nothing. The road was empty. But something wasn't right. The car felt different. The air inside was heavy, thick, like someone else was breathing with him. A shadow. Not outside. Inside. The back seat. His body stiffened. He turned his head, slowly inch by inch, and there a woman, sitting perfectly still. Her face was pale, her lips slightly parted. Dark eyes stared at him. Not angry. Not sad. Just watching. His throat closed. His hands trembled. He wanted to move, wanted to run, but he couldn't. She opened her mouth and whispered, "Keep driving." A shiver ran down his spine. His mind screamed to get out, to open the door and run. But his body wouldn't move. The woman didn't blink. She didn't move. Then, the radio turned on. Static, louder, and within the static, a voice, his own voice, repeating the same words. "Keep driving." He slammed his foot on the gas. The car lurched forward, tires screeching. He didn't look back. The road twisted, stretching longer than it should. He was going fast now, too fast, but he didn't care. He just needed to get out. But the woman was still there, in the mirror, not moving, not speaking, just staring. And then, slowly she smiled. His stomach turned. His vision blurred. The road ahead twisted into something unfamiliar. The world around him stretched and distorted. Something was wrong with time. The clock, still 2:47 a.m. His heart pounded against his ribs. He gripped the wheel, his knuckles aching. Then a gas station. Bright. A sign glowing in the distance. His heart leapt. A way out. He swerved into the lot, tires screeching. The car skidded to a stop in front of the pumps. His hands fumbled for the door handle. He yanked it open and stumbled out. The night air was cold against his skin. He gasped, his breath visible in the dim light. The station was empty. No people. No cars. Just a flickering neon sign buzzing in the silence. He turned back to his car. The back seat. Empty. No woman. No shadow. Had it all been in his head? His legs felt weak. He leaned against the car, trying to steady his breathing. His fingers dug into the metal. Then a sound. Soft. Behind him. A whisper. Right against his ear. "Keep driving." His blood ran cold. His body locked up. Slowly he turned. The reflection in the gas station window, she was there, standing behind him, smiling. Her eyes dark, endless voids. The clock on the gas station sign flickered. 2:47 a.m. He couldn't breathe. The reflection in the gas station window, her face, her eyes, her smile, frozen in place, watching him. His mind screamed at him to move, to run, but his legs wouldn't obey. The neon sign flickered above him. The time hadn't changed. 2:47 a.m. It didn't make sense. Nothing made sense. His fingers dug into the cold metal of the car, his nails pressing so hard they might break. He forced himself to turn around to see if she was really there. Nothing. The gas station lot was empty. His stomach twisted. His pulse thundered in his ears. The glass. His eyes snapped back to the reflection. She was still there, standing behind him. But when he turned again, gone. He stumbled backward, nearly falling. His breath came in short gasps. His chest felt tight, like something was pressing down on it. This wasn't real. It couldn't be real. A sharp noise snapped him out of his thoughts. The gas station door. It creaked open, slow and heavy, as if someone was pushing from the inside. But no one was there. The light inside flickered weakly, barely illuminating the aisles of dusty shelves. A deep, suffocating silence settled around him. The kind of silence that wasn't just empty, it was listening. Then footsteps, Soft, bare feet against the cold tile floor. Inside, someone or something was inside the gas station. His body refused to move, every muscle locked in place. He knew he should run, should get back in the car and speed away. But something pulled at him. A whisper. A voice that wasn't quite a voice. Calling him. Drawing him in. His feet moved before he could stop them. One step. Then another. His fingers brushed against the doorframe. Cold metal. Then the lights inside shut off. Total darkness. The sound of breathing filled the air. Not his own. Something deep. Slow. Right in front of him. Then a click. The lights flickered back on. A woman stood at the counter. Not the woman from the car. An old woman. Her eyes dull, her skin wrinkled and thin like paper. She stared at him, her lips pressed into a tight, almost knowing smile. "You shouldn't have stopped," she said. His throat was dry. "What?" She didn't answer. Instead, she pointed to something behind him. His stomach dropped. He didn't want to turn around, but his body moved anyway. The gas station window, the reflection, the woman in white, standing right behind him, closer this time, her smile wider, her hands reaching for him. He spun around, nothing, but the old woman was still watching him, her eyes dark and tired. "You need to leave," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. His head was spinning. "What's happening?" She sighed. "You should have kept driving." Something moved behind the counter. A shadow, long, stretching across the floor, twisting unnaturally. He took a step back. The air felt heavier, pressing against his chest. The old woman didn't move, didn't blink. Then she spoke again. "She won't let you go." A chill ran down his spine. He didn't wait to hear more. He turned and bolted for the door. As he ran, the lights flickered again. For a brief second, in the dark, a cold hand brushed against his arm. His vision blurred. He pushed through the door, stumbling into the night air. The gas station was gone. His breath caught in his throat. No building, no sign, no lights, just the road. His car sat there, exactly where he left it, but everything else vanished, like it had never existed. The whisper returned, curling around him like a breath of cold air. "Keep driving." His hands shook as he yanked the car door open and threw himself inside. His fingers fumbled with the keys. The engine roared to life. He didn't look back, didn't check the mirror, didn't stop. The car sped down the road, tires screeching against the pavement. The road stretched on, endless, twisting. Something was wrong. The gas gauge hadn't moved. The road signs were missing. And the time, still 2:47 a.m. No matter how far he drove, it never changed. The whispers grew louder. Not one voice. Many. Layers of whispers, overlapping, crawling into his ears. Something was laughing. Something was breathing. Then a new sound. A ringtone. His phone. The screen lit up. No number. No name. Just a call. His hands trembled as he answered. He put the phone to his ear. Silence. Then his own voice. "Keep driving." His blood turned to ice. His fingers went numb. Then a giggle. Not his. Hers. A woman's voice. Soft. Amused. Then the call ended. He dropped the phone. His heart pounded. His vision blurred. And then the road ended. A dead end. He slammed on the brakes, tires screeching. The car skidded, coming to a jerking stop. His hands clenched the wheel. The whispers had stopped. Silence. Too quiet. His breath was shaky as he looked around. Darkness. No road. No signs. Just an empty space. Then a tap on the window. Slow. Deliberate. He didn't want to look. Didn't want to see. But he did. And she was there. The woman. Standing outside his window. Smiling. Her eyes dark, endless voids. She leaned in. The glass fogged as she whispered. "You shouldn't have stopped." The car shut off. The lights flickered. The time on the dashboard, 2:48 a.m. The first time it had changed. And then everything went black. Darkness. Nothing but darkness. The silence pressed against him like a heavy weight. He tried to move, but his body wouldn't respond. His arms, his legs frozen. Where was he? The car. The road. The woman. Everything was gone. Then a sound. Faint at first like static, growing louder. A hum, not from a machine, from voices, whispering, chanting, a low, rhythmic murmur that made his skin crawl. His fingers twitched. Slowly, sensation returned. His breathing was shallow, his chest tight. He tried to open his eyes. Dark shapes, moving, surrounding him. He blinked hard, his vision adjusting. He was in the car, but it wasn't on the road anymore. The vehicle was sitting in the middle of a vast, empty lot. No lights, no buildings, just a fog-covered space stretching into nothing. And outside, figures, dozens of them, standing still, motionless, watching him. Their faces were hidden by the fog, but their eyes, cold, unblinking, reflected the faint glow of the headlights. A chill ran down his spine. His hand shook as he reached for the ignition. The key turned. Nothing. He tried again. Click. The engine wouldn't start. The whispering grew louder. His breath quickened. His hands clenched the steering wheel. Then the soft knock. Right next to his ear, his body jerked. His head turned slowly toward the driver's side window. She was there, the woman in white, closer than ever, her face inches from the glass, smiling, her lips parted slightly, revealing something dark inside. Not teeth, not human, something wrong. His stomach twisted, his throat closed. She raised her hand. Her fingers, longer than they should be, dragged across the glass, leaving streaks of something black behind. Tap, tap, tap. The sound echoed inside his skull. He squeezed his eyes shut. This wasn't real. It couldn't be real. Then the car door clicked, unlocked. His eyes snapped open. The handle moved. She was opening the door. His pulse thundered in his ears. His body finally responded. His hands shot out, grabbing the handle from the inside, yanking it shut. The lock clicked back into place. For a second, silence. Then laughter. Not just from her, from all of them. The figures in the fog. A chorus of low, unnatural chuckles rising all around him. His chest heaved. His fingers shook. The woman didn't move. She just stared. And then the car started. The engine roared to life on its own. The dashboard lights flickered. The radio crackled. Static. Then his own voice. Keep driving. His foot slammed the gas pedal. The car lurched forward, tires screeching against the cracked pavement. The figures didn't move. They just watched. The fog swallowed them as he sped away. His hands were shaking. His vision blurred. The road was back. Somehow, impossibly, he was driving again. The gas station was gone. The empty lot was gone. The clock on the dashboard, 2:47 a.m. Again. His breath hitched. No, this wasn't happening. His fingers tightened on the wheel. He wasn't trapped. He couldn't be. He kept driving. Faster. The road stretched ahead, twisting into endless darkness. Then headlights. Another car. A real one. He wasn't alone. Relief flooded him. He flashed his high beams, hunking, desperate for another human to acknowledge his presence. The car slowed, pulling up beside him. He turned his head, and his stomach dropped. It was him. His own car. His own face. Staring back at him from the driver's seat. Expressionless. Mouth slightly open. Eyes empty. No. The other version of him lifted a hand. Waved. Then the car swerved. Right into him. A flash of impact. The world spun. The windshield shattered. The scream caught in his throat. Then darkness. Silence. Soft beeping. A rhythmic pulse. His eyelids felt heavy. His head throbbed. A hospital. He was in a hospital. The fluorescent lights buzzed faintly overhead. Machines beeped beside him. He tried to sit up. Pain shot through his ribs. A nurse rushed in. You're awake. His throat was dry. What? What happened? She hesitated. You were in an accident. A truck driver found your car crashed off the highway. His head spun. The woman. The whispers. The figures. A dream? A hallucination? No. It was real. He knew it was real. His fingers curled against the stiff sheets. His heart pounded. The nurse checked his vitals. You're lucky to be alive. Then her expression changed. Her face paled. Her eyes flicked to something behind him. His blood ran cold. Slowly, he turned his head. The window. A reflection. Her. Standing right behind him. Smiling. Her lips parted. And, in a voice colder than death, she whispered, "Keep driving." The hospital lights flickered. The beeping machine slowed. The clock on the wall, 2:47 a.m.